We them Yard Goats. They know who we are.
And welcome, everyone, to the 2026 Yard Goats season preview. My name is Jeff Dooley, and pleased to be joined by the new Yard Goats skipper of the season, Robinson Cancel. Welcome to Hartford.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Well, tell us a little about your background and how you got to be a goat manager.
Well, I've been with the Rockies for like 9 years. I will say this is my 9th year. Obviously, I was in Spokane last 3 years. Before then, I was in Fresno and Nashville. I started with the Rockies in 2017. I started as a hitting coach in Boise. Boise is no longer with the organization, but that's where I started.
Tell us about your managing style.
You want me to tell? Well, it depends what kind of team I get.
Okay.
You know, there was times that I got my first year in Fresno. I had a team that was more dynamic on the bases. They run hard. They were fast and really have a lot of power. And then the next year, everything changes. I have the Jankiels, I have the Amadors, I have the Jordan Beck and all those guys. And there was more thump on the bat at that time. So I didn't have to run as much. So it depends what kind of team I get this year. But, I mean, I'm open and free to do whatever it takes. First of all, help the team to develop, help the players to develop, but also win some games.
Robinson, what do you expect from your players?
Well, obviously our ceiling's going up there. I expect them to come in here and do their best, play hard, play smart, and learn how to play the game, and so we can, when they get to Denver, they know what to do when they get out there.
Now, you're from Puerto Rico, born and raised. I know you live in Orlando now, but there's a strong connection to Hartford and Puerto Rico. So many folks that live in this area have strong roots to Puerto Rico. Talk about growing up there and kind of how that shaped you as a player first and then as a coach.
Yeah, that's awesome hearing that there's a lot of guys from Puerto Rico here. I might know some. You never know. But when I started back home, I started to watch baseball. I used to watch a little bit of Dodgers, Cubs, Braves. I think that was the only thing on TV back in the days. I was a big fan of Push Rodriguez, Roberto Alomar. I started to play baseball since I was a kid. My dad played baseball, not professional, but he play baseball. He also played New York, that's Sunday League, Summer League, and stuff. So my dad always played ball, so I always liked to play baseball. And actually, I played for a while, and then I decided to retire, and I really liked the game, so I said, I can make a career out of coaching too. So I took the opportunity, and here I am.
Who introduced you to the game of baseball?
My dad, obviously, my family. My family, like baseball, so that's how everything started.
Now, you did something that I don't know there's ever been done before. You went 9 years between hits in the big leagues. You came up with the Milwaukee Brewers in 1999 and had a hit, and then kind of had to fight through the minor leagues, independent baseball, returns to the big leagues in 2008 and had the game-winning hit for the New York Mets in a game that was pitched by Pedro Martinez, the Hall of Famer. Talk about that day and what you remember about that game, because that's a long time between hits.
Yeah, funny story. Like you said, Pedro was pitching, and Willie Randall was our manager. He goes, "Hey, Robert, you pinch hit." And once I got to the on-deck circle, I hear some boos. And I said, "Are they booing me, or are they booing that they taking Pedro out?" Because it was a tight game. I think it was 2-2 at some point, or 1-1. I can't remember the score. But when I hear that, I said, I haven't hit in the big leagues in 10 years. How are they booing me? And I found out that they didn't want the fans don't want Pedro to come out of the game. And then I came up and got a hit and got the lead on that inning. And, Pedro was happy, and I was happy, obviously. And that was the story of that.
What was it like playing with Pedro Martinez, one of the greatest pitchers ever? And not only did you play with him, I mean, you were his catcher.
Yeah, I caught him a couple of times. It was awesome. He's completely different guy the day he take the mound than the days he don't take the mound. The day he take the mound, he's all in. Nobody mess with him. It's my game. I'm ready to go. The days he not pitch, he's the funny guy, the guy who like have fun. Obviously, he'll help guys. He'll talk to the guys. He'll teach the guys. He was great. That's why he was a Hall of Famer.
Robinson, you get to the big leagues, you're up in Milwaukee, and then you get shipped down to the minor leagues. I've got to ask you, 9 years again in the minors, the long bus rides, working it out. What inspired you really to continue your baseball career?
I really loved this game, and I knew I could play. The first time I got called up, the reason I think it held me down, it was injuries. I ended up having shoulder surgery, elbow surgery. I think that held me down for a while, but I still knew I could play. I still knew I could compete at that level, and just kept grinding it.
What was it like playing in New York?
I like it. It was fun. Fans are intense, but that's what it's all about, playing under pressure and then try to perform the best you can do. I mean, I had nothing bad to say about New York. They were good to me those times that I was there. It was fun.
You also played with the Brewers. You mentioned you came up in Milwaukee, and as well as the Astros. What were those two organizations like?
They were good. I mean, Milwaukee gave me the first opportunity. I got drafted by them. I got the opportunity to play in the big leagues for them, which was awesome. And then at the end of my career, I ended up playing for the Astros. That's another story there. Do you want me to say it?
Sure, yeah.
So that was my probably my last bullet throwing out. I was thinking when I went to camp, it was next to my house in Florida, and I knew the catching coordinator was my manager in 2006. He was my manager in Memphis. So I just came by to say hello, and maybe I get an opportunity to coach at some point. And by that time, I was playing in Puerto Rico in the winter, and it just finished 2-3 weeks before that. And I got there, I say hello and stuff, and he goes, "What are you doing?" "We just got an injury." I said, "Nothing. I just came out of winter ball playing." And he goes, "Why don't you come back tomorrow and do a tryout for us?" So I kind of did a tryout, work out for a couple of days in the minor leagues, and end up getting signed by the Astros for AAA or minor leagues, and played down in AAA for a few games, and then they told me that, well, let's just go to a big league camp with the team, and you'll be there till the end, and you're gonna end up going to AAA at the end. So I said, okay. So I went to AAA for a month or so, and I started doing good, and they called me up, and I would say it was May. So I spent quite a few weeks or a month there, and that was my last time in the big leagues. But it was fun too. I mean, I wasn't expecting to go to the big leagues. It was my last year in the big leagues was 2009, and that was in 2011. So I wasn't expecting to go to the big leagues. I just tried to play my last run.
Robinson, when did it kind of settle into your brain that you may want to get into coaching and coaching at the professional ranks?
That last year when I was in Oklahoma City, 2011, Tony DeFrancesco was the manager, and I asked him, "Hey, you think I can be a good coach after I retire?" And he said, "Yeah, why not?" And then I started kind of getting his, picking up his brain,
right,
and watching what he do to the players, the way he talks to the players and all that, kind of learning about it. And it helped me out a lot. And then next year, I decided to start coaching. The Braves gave me a opportunity to to coach in rookie ball with Danville. So I started coaching as part-time, and then I got a full-time manager. I manage Gulf Coast. Then the next year I managed in short season, and then after that I was let go and then picked up by the Rockies.
Robinson, being a former catcher too, you have that perspective where obviously hitting is something that's part of your game. Usually it's the hitters do their thing, the pitchers do their own thing. But being a catcher, I mean, you're kind of controlling the game. You're working every single pitch with that pitcher. I would think that would help you in terms of managing.
Yeah, that actually helped me a lot because I got the game in front of me.
Right.
But I was always involved in everything. Like I was trying to watch everything, how the outfield play, how the infield play, understand why the pitchers are taking out in this situation, understanding why the starter got to go a certain amount of pitches, and who's the 8th inning guy, who's the 9th inning guy, who's the bridge guy. So I kind of like was the memory card and the computers. I was trying to be one of those, and I trying to keep everything to myself. And here I am, gonna manage the Yard Goats this year. So,
what's the most challenging thing about being a manager?
Keeping 25, 30 guys together in the same page, rooting for each other and helping each other out, and making believe that they can do what they do and they can be good at it.
What's the most rewarding for you?
Most rewarding, being a manager, that's rewarding. Winning a championship a couple years ago was really good, but I think it's rewarding what I'm doing. I mean, doing what I like to do it's just really good. It's God-given thing that I'm thankful to God for this.
You mentioned the championship, and you guided that Spokane Indians team to a Northwest League championship back in 2024. Talk about that season and the kind of the magic that came together with that group to win a title.
Well, it was a group that fight from pitch number 1 to last pitch. Obviously, we had the Dolanders, the Staines, the Sullivans, that they gave us length as a starter, but also the position players. They were relentless. They were fighting every pitch, every at bat. Doesn't matter what the score was. They never out. They felt like they could always win, and that was a big part of that group. The desire of playing the game, the way they show up to the field every day, wanted to win the game. So I was really proud of that. I was like, oh wow, I haven't seen a team like that in years. It felt like when I play in Puerto Rico to win the championship one year, like everybody wants to show up early and everybody's showing to win the game, and then it was fun, really fun.
Last question, Robinson. I know you're excited because you've got Major League Spring Training around the corner. Former Yard Goat manager Warren Schaefer, now the manager for the Colorado Rockies, and it's got to be pretty cool to go out there and spend a couple of weeks in Major League camp with the big stars.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's around the corner. Like you said, I'm really excited to work with Chafe and the staff. I know most of the staff there. There's the bench coach, Jeff Pickler. I played with him in 2000. And so it's been 26 years. And we haven't crossed paths since then. And we saw each other in Denver last week, and it was fun. He was excited about it. So,
that's baseball, though, right? Yeah, it's like you can go for years and you see somebody, and it's that same guy that you had the uniform on 25 years before.
Yeah, so I'll be excited to get out there and work with him again, and in a different role. Obviously, we were players back then. Now we're coaches. So, but it's gonna be fun. I really, excited about it.
Well, thrilled to have you. Appreciate the time, Robinson.
Thank you.
Robinson Cancel joining us on our Yard Goats season preview.
We them Yard Goats.